Well, it is seeming that some people who are enjoying The Witcher Blood Origin are confused as to why the ratings are so low for it, especially for it being a Netflix series. Well, I wonder why. Well, because why is that the showrunners for the show didn't stick to the source material that was given to them. I've said this a million times, it feels like already, and yet we have people who are confused as to why it is doing bad. And we'll get into those people who are saying why it is good and so on, and show them how poorly of a taste that they actually have. The Witcher Blood Origin fans baffled by record-breaking low audience scores for a Netflix series. Instead, The Witcher Blood Origin has only drawn a dismal 10% audience score on the review site based on over 30,000 reviews, a record-breaking low for Netflix, according to Forbes. Most viewers are only handing out a half-a-star review, with their comments being anything but glowing. The critics' reviews also only sit at 35%. So now if we see this and we go over here, at least for the Rotten Tomatoes score, the critics score has fallen down by 2%. It was at 35 before. It's fallen down. And for the audience score, it is continuing to rise. Yesterday it was at 11%, and right now it is at 12%. As obviously this would occur because when the show first comes out the first few days, it will get review bombed to oblivion. After it settles, after the hate settles, you will have those people that enjoy the show and are trying to raise the numbers up, and in return causing a review bomb positivity. However, some fans have defended the series and questioned why the reviews have been so bad. Why does The Witcher Blood Origin only have 35% on Rotten Tomatoes? This is a good series, one viewer wrote on Twitter. No, it is not a good series. When you look at The Witcher Season 1, that was good. But then when you go to Season 2 of The Witcher, that is when you start seeing cracks. And these cracks are starting to become major, especially after Season 3, and even Season 3. If The Witcher Blood Origin is as bad as many people are saying it is, and I don't doubt that it is, Season 3 of The Witcher, the main series, how likely is it to be extremely bad, just as bad as this show? It could be likely, it couldn't, but I think it's going to be bad, and it's only going to get worse as the series continues, if it doesn't get canceled, that is. Others accuse the flood of negative reviews to be racist. Of course, they're pulling out this card of being racist. The most of the fandom is racist and can't simply accept the way they want it, the way the showrunners want to make the show. I am generally enjoying The Witcher Blood Origin on Netflix. Michelle Yeoh is so phenomenal. Yes, she is a phenomenal actor. But if you compare the whole other cast and the acting, I've showed you examples of this. It is abysmal. It is terrible. And if you see the other projects that they've been in, you'll also understand why. Of course, I went on here to see what other people are saying. It's just racist review bombing. I hate it here. How is how is review bombing racist? If someone hates a show, they have the free will to review it as they please. This isn't a totalitarian communist government or site or interweb or whatever you want to call it where you're only allowed to be positive. It just so shows that these people are getting their brains are slowly getting brainwashed into thinking that all this crappy things that are being produced by Hollywood and all these shows and films, they just continue to eat it up like it's something good. Like their taste for film have just gone through the window. And all they can say is if the show is bad is because of people that are being racist that are making it seem bad when it's not the actual case. You have fans who are lore lovers and respect the IP, and then you have the showrunners on the opposite end that don't respect the IP or the materials that were given to them. I read 31-star reviews of The Witcher Blood Origin and skimmed more. They are mostly copy-paste of the same, someone else pointed out. They're mostly copy the same because many people had the same thoughts on it. That's why. So basically, racists and misogynists didn't like it. More reasons to watch it. Was it perfect? No. Was it fun? F yeah. Yeah, was it fun? F yeah, with a story that makes little to no sense? Yeah. Again, just once again proving that these people have bad taste for film. However, their comments were few and far between when compared to the negative ones, which is good. More lazy writing, bad acting, and boring story. Hollywood is dying and becoming more irrelevant every day, one person wrote on the Rotten Tomatoes review. And then don't forget the prosthetics that they use and the CGI when you have The Witcher churning and how bad it looks. It's just a shame, man, because things are just getting pumped out in quantities rather than quality, even though we've progressed so far with technology, and yet we still get bad things like this. Another even called it unwatchable. Many were disappointed in the fact that they believed the series hadn't paid tribute to the source material well enough. As a huge Witcher fan, I am merely disappointed, one person wrote. Another one wrote, there's no possible way to butcher the Witcher franchise more than they actually did, another added. Now, we continue on, there's a few more examples. Uh, Essentially, these people are not good in the brain. Put it at that. If they're just calling all the review bombers as racist and misogynist, then something is wrong with them. And then we compare it over here. In stark contrast, the first season of The Witcher has a 90% audience score. However, the second dropped significantly with a 59% score, showing you that the showrunners are getting sick of tired because of Henry Cavill. I think the reason why it was so high is because Henry Cavill during the first season, he was being more strict as to how they were doing it. It was also the team's first time being with Henry Cavill and trying to make him feel comfortable and hoping that he would stay. But once season 2 rolls around and Henry starts seeing the things that they're doing and not listening to him, that's when we start seeing bad stuff happening, as you can see right here with the score. And by season 3, if there's this trend, it'll probably be lower than 59%. And by season 4, it'll probably be bad, with with Henry Cavill being replaced by Liam Hemsworth. Anyways, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on this, and I hope you guys subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.